A great Wednesday morning. It is a amazing morning in the city of Brownsville. But Sam and I were talking about dentists in Matamoros. It's real weird, but I find that that's why going to Monterrey or Cadereyta to get like dental work, it makes sense because allá todavía they're halfway decent prices. Aquí en el border, because they know how much the dentists over here charge, they go like, oh, we'll charge half. Maybe for root canal here sale $2,000, or I don't know how much it costs, honestly.
Yeah.
And I say, well, $1,000. Because
Yeah,
you're
but
saying,
no, I don't know why. Like I don't know the dentist. Like I usually go to a different dentist, and he just happened to be closed. And I'm like, you know what? I'll just go to a different dentist. Hopefully, it's the same price. Hinambe.
well,
Pero
how much do you think it would have been regular at your dentist?
like, cause it's like a partial crown and a root canal, and for an extraction, he charged me like $40
Your dentist,
for a tooth extraction.
or your dentist.
Yes. So
That
I'm
forty
pretty
bucks.
sure the crown and everything else, I'm pretty sure it wouldn't have been more than 200-300 bucks.
Yeah,
I would have been fine with 200-300.
a lot of dentists se la bañan again because they know how much they charge over here on this side.
Yeah.
I had a dentist, a friend of mine.
Like I even talked to people that they're like, "Oh, I went to Progreso and me cobraron $500," and I'm like, "That's hella steep."
Yeah,
Even in Progreso, like it's
well, that's why I go to Monterrey. When I go to Monterrey, I have a Bram there, and he usually doesn't want to charge me. Como que I pay him money.
pretty sure he charges you like the friend price.
Well, o con carnet. Este, yo le doy carnet. Oye, no, como que Abraham me dice, no, not for stuff, that he does. I go, no, no, and I still pay him money, and then I give like sometimes his kids are helping him out; they're his assistants. So,
Yeah,
so I give them money too. So, I guess in that respect, I don't know why I have these red spots on my forehead.
yeah.
It's crazy. I'm, I'm breaking out, right? Maybe I've been scratching. I don't have no idea.
Stress.
But when I did my bridge work, I think I did. But I can't remember how much I paid. I think like maybe $200-300. I can't remember some amount. But I didn't mind. I needed it. Y como quiera se me fregó el puente. So I gotta get implants, and implants are expensive. But I'm probably gonna have
Yeah,
to get anyway because acá se me
that's why
cayó.
he went. I asked for like I was asking about implants, and he's like, "Oh well, that like he was like we'll tell you about that later."
See,
And
they're
I
expensive.
don't know. I guess
Here, I think one implant was going to cost me like $6,000 here, something like that. I can't remember, $4,000, $6,000. So I mean, I can't say. But good morning.
I have
Yeah,
friends from England, and they say that they usually fly out to India for the veneers,
no, hombre.
and
To
they get like
India.
I guess like the whole to India.
Well, again, see,
I don't know
aquí,
how they pay, but most of the English people they go over there to India,
well,
and they
yeah,
get like a pretty good price.
porque la cosa es de que vamos a decir que aquí te salga $5,000, $6,000. If you get a flight to India for 2,000 and stay for another 500, 2,100, and you pay 1,000, was it's still less, and you travel. So that's something I would do. So
Yeah,
uh, le llevaron mis taxes de mi casa y no bajaron de $5,000. Damn, you must live in a mansion.
that's what I was thinking.
Implants are $6,000 is crazy. So I think con Abraham iban a salir como $1,000. So I've got to get them. I'm gonna get some later.
Yeah,
Pero el puente que me puso aquí, el puente, it was a two-piecer and it broke. So what he did temporary, he me puso nomás uno to cover this tooth, and then that fell off. Fortunately, All Valley Smiles helped me out, and they put like real cement on it. So now it's been there for a while, but I know I've got to get it fixed sooner or later. So I think implants is the way to go. I'm going to get at least two of them. I just don't have the time right now. I haven't had the time, and no quiero
is
andar
that
así
what
todo.
you're waiting for that? they could blame it on him. That was the reason why it fell off.
Abraham? Oh,
No, is that why you were waiting for somebody to swing at you at the meeting to blame it on that?
you haven't been on, right? Since then?
No, se cayó desde que me pegaste.
Oh, see, right there. Argue for implants. Este, and it's so funny, Sam. We've been talking about it for a couple of days because, like, I go anywhere. I go to Walmart. I'll go to HEB, and someone goes, "Erasmo, are you okay?" And we're like, and I'm thinking they're talking about my health because I was in the hospital last month. I said, like, yeah, and they go like, "El señor se te vino encima," and we're like, "Oh, you're referring to the fight." We're like, "Yeah,"
You're like, or
that video has been seen like close to 70,000 times. 70,000 times. Not even joking. 70,000 times. And I'm still hearing from it. People are still going like, what the hell? What the hell? And I just don't think that they realize what great damage they did to themselves. I mean, and I don't know if you saw the after explanation to it that they gave. I think it made him look worse. Or no?
well, it's a heck of a show. For not to say it's a shit show. But it's always like that in politics. But it's crazy. It's pretty cool what happened.
Did you read? Did you see their spin on it? What their response to it?
Yeah.
I mean,
I saw the video and I saw the post that they were putting. They were saying that you had pushed her and all that other stuff back and forth thing.
and then you go back and look at the video.
And I saw Jessica's post too.
Yeah, they were there, and again, there's a lot of people around in that little circle that know the truth. That know what happened. I in no time called Nelda a bitch. I did not. I called Caballero a bitch.
Look,
Pero,
the one I know who saw everything was the guy there to the right, the one that was covering his mouth. I want his statement.
that was one of the funniest parts of the whole thing. Yeah, I love him to death. That was one of the. There's two parts that I really really love. I love the part that Augie goes like that, and I like the part when Farley is dragging Caballero, and Caballero's like if he had just gone outside of se lo acaban de tranquear o algo. When after
I'm
he
like,
loses,
I don't know. It's crazy. Like when he's walking out and he's all like kind of making some stumbling. I'm like what's wrong? Like what the heck's going on? And then Augie, what he reminds me of is that little animal from Madagascar when they're like, ooh. Have you seen Madagascar?
I love Augie. Me encanta, me encanta. Me encanta, me encanta, me encanta. And but let me tell you, very fortunate, Sam, that video exists. If the video had not existed, it would have been their word against mine, and they would have filed charges.
Yeah. Were there no more videos?
No.
Nobody else was recording? Or they were not allowed to
yeah, no one was allowed to. But again, it's so funny because then they go like, well, Erasmo, I don't know, sorry, Erasmo has spy glasses. They're called metas. Ray-Ban metas. It's not like, it's not like they're like,
it ain't
it was all a setup. Because that's the other thing that they were saying. Oh, he was set up. He was set up. How? How can you set someone up for that? I mean,
as far as what I know or what I have read was that you asked him about the statements, right?
I did. Because because again, he was already losing it when he was speaking because he goes out there and I'm on my phone. Everyone knows. And all of a sudden he's out there like walking in front of us and stuff like grandstanding. And he goes, I've never said that I wanted to fire Dr. Chavez. And I'm on the phone. And all I said was, no, yes, you did. but I didn't say it out loud. I was just like, yeah, you did. I was there when he Carlos and them they said it. I was there at this meet and greet. Anyone at the meet and greet can verify that he was out there saying that he needs to go. So it was trippy that he goes out. Don't interrupt me. I didn't interrupt you when you were speaking. And someone reminded me that I said, well, maybe you should have. And of course, that's me. So as he get out, so by then I sort of realized this guy's losing it. And so afterwards, I was already leaving. I was out class at the door. They say, "Oh, come back. They want to take a group picture." I say, like, "Oh, okay." I never say no to pictures, so I wore.
Oh, huh.
So I wore. I mean, I was already leaving. If si había plan con maña, I wouldn't have been leaving. They called
Yeah.
us back, so I come back, and I get there, and he goes, and I look at him, and I said, "Bro," I said, I said, I mean, why so? Why take it so seriously? What's up? No, porque tan delicado. That's why I said, porque tan delicado. But I was very like, bro, lighten up, bro. I mean, it wasn't like I was punching you or something, porque tan delicado. He goes, stay away from me. Okay. And then by then, he got into this little vicious rant. I go like, bitch, I still want to know why the hell you think it's okay to put zero on your campaign fine. Answer the question. Why did you put zero on your campaign finance when you had expenses? It's none of your business. Mind your own business. And I go like, you better believe it's my business, bitch. I'm a part of this community. That's when I called him a bitch. I did. And then that's when he got and he throws Nelda on me. It's on the video. And then he gets behind Farley like, stop me, keep me away from him, keep me away from him. Don't let me go at him. Don't let me go at him. And it starts like swinging. I mean, his arms. And I'm got my hands behind my back, at all times. My hands behind my back at all times. I was not the aggressor. He lost it. And like I told his
Punch, weren't you?
huh?
You were waiting for that punch.
Well, yeah. You know me. Of course I was. Yeah, and let me tell you, go like, oh, please hit me once, Please hit me once.
You're like, hit me. That's
I didn't move, pero si no creas que me dan ganas de like, let me get closer to you. Pero no, by then, and then Farley drags his ass out, and Nelda, oh, I was assaulted. Yeah, mentirosas, imbécil. I mean, how stupid. And again, they thought, because nobody was supposed to be recording, they thought that there was going to be no proof. That's why they did their little show. That's what they do. Now, if that's the way they expect to get elected, I'm not even running against those two idiots. I'm not even running against those two idiots. I'm not. And Marisa's not running against those two idiots, because then they go, well, he's Marisa's friend. Marisa's not running against them either. It's Jessica. And like I told people, I was going to vote for Caballero. Up to that moment, I was going to vote for him. I was going to vote for Victor Caballero till that moment. He's unhinged. He's losing it. And like when he lost the last time, that he had a mental breakdown, estaba ahí chillando ahí en el dirty house, literally in the corner crying, crying. Since then, I thought like, this is kind of weird, no? Took it really hard. I mean, then I go like, well, maybe it's his first race, and your first races are always the hardest. I understand. So in that respect, maybe. But aside from that,
like I understand it, like we were passionate and stuff, but I guess that's the point that he's like how he's coming across, like he's trying to be passionate, or he just takes losses pretty bad.
well, honestly, it's like I say, I really think, Sam, that the video hurts them, and what happened hurts them. Their response hurts them more. It hurts them more. I've gotten messages from a lot of folks out there going like, there's no way we can vote for that guy. I mean, hothead, lost it. Can't keep his cool. If you can't keep your cool against an Erasmo Castro, you're not going to keep your cool on the
The
board.
bar pretty intolerable though. You set the bar kind of high for being tolerable.
Well, I
Like
think
for a person,
from now on, people should hire me on just to like picarle la cresta, just to make sure that their candidates don't break. You know, that would be a smart idea. Hey, let's hire Erasmo to come on y que le meta una frega a este vato.
heckling shows or what?
Huh?
Debates,
Yeah,
heckling the
but I've said this before. There's no one better than me at debates. No one. I
yeah.
don't care what it says.
And
There's
like and I like I've seen several like points of views and stuff, but it just goes in circles about what happened. But it's pretty much just in the video, even though it's from a distance.
self-explanatory.
But
It's self
yeah,
it's self-explanatory. And again, look at the video. Anyone like, oh no,
who was he
Erasmo was,
running against? He was running against Jessica, right?
huh?
Who's he
Caballero?
running against?
Caballero's
Yeah,
running against Jessica. And Jessica was there. I mean, she again benefited her campaign. Benefited her 100%. I mean, without a doubt. But again, I didn't do that to Caballero. He did that to himself. But they're the type, Sam, that want to always play the victim and blame everybody else for their screw ups. Look, and I've said this before. All he had to do was come on and say, I'm sorry, I had a weak moment. I just had surgery. That's what I would have told him, to say, hey man, go out there and just say you just had surgery, feeling a little bit weak, a little bit lightheaded, and it's that you made a mistake.
yeah.
I made a mistake. You know, one of those momentary lapse of reason things. And I apologize. I apologize to Mr. Castro. I apologize to all Barcea and everyone there. That's all he had to do. But otra vez, they didn't think that there was a video, so they didn't think they had to apologize. If he would apologize, Sam, I call it the Bill Clinton effect. If he would have gone out there and apologized, it'd have been a dead story. Because then I would have looked back if I would have like beat it like a dead horse. They kept it alive. And then they got Maggie out there throwing crap at a half. La otra throwing crap at a half. And I'm going, and again, I mentioned this and I told her, I don't know what I did that you hate me so much now. I didn't do anything to her, Sam. Have done anything.
Like I think it all started when I guess when you mentioned that they needed more people in there. That I guess, how can I say this? They needed more people to where it's like to how can I say this? They needed more people who are like going against the majority right now. It all started with that.
And I agree, Sam. I agree. El problema is, I already mentioned I was going to run. The problema is, and I've said this before, why can't we all just ultimately get together and, hey, man, let's see who has a better chance. Let's run these campaigns. But no, o sea, no me toman en cuenta, then why should I tomarlos a ellos en cuenta? You know what I'm saying? So again, if you're, and again, that's everyone's prerogative. Again, I'm just saying that it's about time that this community starts working together instead of working against each other,
Yeah,
in order to make a difference.
but
But
the card.
nothing is going to change where los de acá that are not in that little group arriba, los de acá están acá splintered, nothing's going to change. Ahora, again, the one that has the information, the one, again, the only reason I'm great at these debates is because I have the information. The only one that has more than 10 years fighting the system is me. So who's going to know more about the inner workings of BISD, the inner workings of the city of Brownsville than Erasmo Castro in this little world? No one is going to know more than me. So why is it so hard to say, Erasmo, have you heard about this? Like, for many times I explained to Maggie, this is why this is done this way. I'm the only one that has been successful in winning a lawsuit against PUB. I know the system. I've been screaming about Tenasca for 10 years now. I knew it before anybody else. Well, before anybody else came out on the bandwagon and started to fight for it. It was me. So,
How long did their audit last?
huh?
How long did their audit last?
I don't know if it was a 6-month audit or I don't know, but when it came out, it was devastating to them.
I'm pretty sure it was more than 6 months because we're like talking about that for a long time about the
And
audit, and then it finally came out, and then it revealed of the wrongdoings or whatever the like whatever short money they were, the money that they were short on. I'm pretty sure the same thing's gonna happen with BASD when they do the audit. It's gonna show like the amount of money that they're short on and everything that's going on.
well, I'm filing a motion today in the court. As I have to go file it at the court, and then send a copy to their
Is that for
attorney. Huh?
the appeal, the PUB?
Yeah, because they already filed their appeal, so it's going to go to court at law number 2. Uh, so I'm filing the motion. Uh, Again, I'm not an attorney, don't know, but Google search, and I'm going to continue with the process. I'm going to continue with the process. I'm going to continue to go. I don't care how far it goes. I'm going to continue to bitch at them because it gives me yet another platform, to go out there and call them out for their crap. I don't care. And you know what? I'm going to hopefully ask for uh, a trial by jury.
Yeah.
I want people a trial by jury. I want people in the jury,
Don't
to hear.
forget, if PUB lose this trial or that case, it's gonna raise everybody's rates up.
Well, yeah, pero otra vez,
The audacity to put that message out there, that
well,
post, it's
yeah,
crazy.
that was a pathetic response. I told everyone, file a lawsuit. Go out there and file a lawsuit. Can you imagine if 52, 50, 54, 56,000 clients of PUB go out there and file a lawsuit against them? They have to be spending, again, we have to force them somehow to lower our rates. And if they want to raise our rates, file a lawsuit again for retaliation. And that's what we're going to do. Because I kept a copy of their screenshot. And basically what they're trying to say is if they lose this lawsuit, then they're going to retaliate against the people of Brownsville. I mean, I don't know who the hell put out that press conference, but when we go to court, that's what I'm going to say. Now, the community is being held hostage by PUB because they are threatening retaliation. If this lawsuit is successful, we're going to screw you by raising your rates. That's what it said. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's like their attorney, and I like Pequeño. I like Pequeño. He's a friend of mine. I think he's a friend. Like Pequeño, he goes out there and proves my case in regards to me being the trustee for Iglesia de Cristo. He proved my case for me. So again, PUB right now, they are is proving my case again that they are the bullies, that they're out there to screw this community over. And if this lawsuit is successful, then we're going to screw you with your rates. That's what they're saying. I love PUB.
Couldn't they be? Couldn't they have done like I guess like a large lawsuit to where people just sign up for it?
A class action lawsuit. And again, that's again, and look, I've been screaming about that as well. Class action lawsuit. I said, yes, but nobody wants to come together, Sam. No one
Yeah.
wants to put their name on the line. No attorney wants to help out. We can't
We
afford
can't
it.
just put anonymous.
An enema?
No, anonymous.
No, well, no, they have to sign on, with their information. And again, nobody wants to. No attorney wants to help out. And and somebody needs to stand up and fight. I messaged a couple of attorney friends of mine. I'm hoping meeting with them sometime. See if they'd want to help me out with a case. But we'll see what happens. And if not,
Do
then
you have a lawyer right now, or is it
huh?
like your? Do you have a lawyer? Did you have a
Well,
lawyer?
I have no, I don't. I have my attorney, but my attorney doesn't work these type of cases. It's not her forte. So again, if I
What was the
can't,
forte? Divorces?
uh, a criminal.
No.
This is civil, a civil matter, not criminal. That's why I have her. So that's the kind of cases that she covers. So again, either an attorney comes up and says, "Hey, I'll help you out," knowing that there's no money. And this is the thing: is there's no really money to make except it gives you a crap load of publicity, and because it's going to get covered. Somebody's going to cover this story and this court case because it's never happened. And
Would easier to get an out of town lawyer?
But again, that you have to pay for transportation. They have to come here a las sabiendas de que there's no money to make. There's no money to make right now. I think if PUB continues to push it, then they're going to find themselves that they have to pay court attorneys. Uh, attorney fees. Again, they brought this on themselves, so they're paying. I think they're paying for the appeal. You know, so I wonder how much money they've spent on this lawsuit already, and how much more are they willing to spend. And, it's for me, it's interesting. It's entertaining. It's entertaining to me. And again, I'm ready. Let's go at it.
And the whole case is based on the fact that they're raising the rates.
No, that they raised our rates by bringing upon the community of Brownsville something that was false, fake, and not true.
Mm. Okay, makes sense.
It's going to be interesting, and so we'll see what happens. Again, I need to call Pequeño, send him a message. Because I want them. He promised that he was going to send me the statements in regards to how much was collected, by the rates. And so I'm going to have to sit down like a couple of days and to start to make cuentas. I did ask Susan, since Susan had so much public information already. I did ask Susan to help. She said that she would help, so I appreciate that from Susan. So, and because again, she's been asking like public information. So she will sit down with me and figure out how much they increased the rates for, and make me maybe at the end of this trial, make an amended in order to increase. Now that I'm in the county court, should I amend the award, to be greater because it's a larger court? They're the ones that are taking me to appeal, not me.
Yeah.
La agarró como trapo. Yes, it's on the video. Go get him. I'll do my best. The mayor said he brought down the rates. No. Did not happen. You think he's a friend? There are no friends. Who do I think is a friend?
Probably the lawyer. I think he's talking about the lawyer.
Oh, Angela's a very, very good friend of mine. It's Pequeño. Yeah,
Pequeño.
well, I know them. I know Pequeño. I mean, his office is right here, a block away from mine. He almost ran me over the other day too.
Another person.
It was funny. El otro lawsuit. It was funny because the tiny lawyer. Sí, estaba chaparrito. Muy bonito el niño. But I was going on my scooter and he was like turning, and he almost like me llevaba to park in his office. And I sent him an email. I go, that would have been funny, bro. PUB attorney runs over plaintiff right before they had to appeal the case. Now that would have made the news.
Was that in a truck? Was that a truck?
No, he drives a white Mercedes or something. I don't know. One of those cars.
Oh, okay. Oh, I'm wondering because didn't you say there was a truck that almost ran you over like a long time ago?
Yeah, downtown. I think
maybe he downsized to a car.
That might have been that might have been Victor Caballero. I already dicho, because I couldn't run him over. Now I want to kick his ass. Kick his ass. Are you friends with Tony Martinez? No. Absolutely not. We are not friends. I mean, when I see him, I say hi. I'm very respectful to anyone. Everyone. Even Minerva Peña. Hey, how's it going? How you been? Everyone. If I see Sylvia Atkinson, supposedly she's like on came to visit Brownsville, supposedly. So if I see Sylvia, I'm going to say, hey, Sylvia, hope you're doing well. I'm going to be respectful. They tried to destroy me. I will always be the bigger person. Hey, I don't have enemies. Well, I mean, this way, that way,
yeah.
no les doy tanta importancia. That way, this way, a plethora of enemies. A plethora of enemies. Your tia, I don't know if you heard me say this. Did you see it?
Fortune Family Matters.
Did you see it?
No.
she goes up there and she puts on her story, like she took a screenshot of the picture that I put up
Oh
with.
no, that was a share, like when you share something to your stories.
Yeah, she shares something on her story.
Yeah,
She shared the picture that I taken with Eduardo. It was
yeah,
on
yeah.
my it was
I
on
did
my
see that.
it was on my story. And I'm going like, what? Like, but I know the way these people work. So I said, hey, and I said, hey, if you need here's another picture. I think I like this one better. If you need more pictures, just to let me know, I'll send them to you.
Yeah, I think it was one of those mistakes where you meant to send it to somebody and she posted it.
But then my thing is, I mean, it's on my page. It's public, Sam. It's not hidden, and my page is public. It's
Yeah,
public. Do you think, honestly, that I'm going to put public something that's going to be damning to me?
I understand that. I saw it more of a. She was posting a picture
You,
of her favorite
you slow
nephew.
you slow down a little bit. Like nefarious,
Reposting
not
a picture of her
huh? I, we lost you.
favorite nephew.
Maybe, but yeah, if that was the case, if I am her favorite nephew, then why not post something on my campaign? Post one of those pictures of the campaign. If that's the case, if you well, I'm just my favorite nephew. Let me put a picture up there. That's fine. Put up a poster of Erasmo Castro.
That maybe she doesn't have one. You should send her one
I'll
over.
send one too. But every time she goes into my parents' office, she goes there and tries to hide my sign. I said, "Bitch, keep your hands off my sign." I love it. But yeah, and of course, one of my sisters is out there moviendo el hocico, of course, and other people are out there. I'm like, guys, I'm not that hard to find, you know. First of all, I don't understand why
You're
they.
like, guys, you're killing me here.
I don't know. Still don't understand why they are so desperate to find out what's going on with somebody else's life when their life is a piece of crap.
I'm waiting for your sister to post that she endorses the
Or
candidate.
That's my
Whoever's
other
running.
that's my other sister. I'm not talking about that. And let me tell you, I know who you're talking about. And let me tell you, she uh, she has been very we've been very good. We each keep our own way and everything. She hasn't gone out there and endorsed my opponent, which I appreciate. We heard that she might be running for office too, and like I've stated, I will be the first person out there sharing her information and supporting her. 100%. She's my sister, and again, I'm that type of person. Again, I don't have any enemies. I don't consider anyone my enemy. What I'm trying to say is, if they hate me, I'm not going to hate them back just because they hate me or dislike me or don't like me. And maybe it's the hate is not the right word, but again, it's not in me. It is darles importancia, and I don't. But so yeah, if my sister is running for TSC, against Alejandra Aldrete, I will support her. And I love Alejandra. Alejandra's a friend of mine. I'm going to have to support my sister. You know, I'm going to, even if
Aren't,
she's in, huh?
aren't they friends?
No,
Her and Alejandra? Really?
no. Well, this is what's funny.
I'm
This
not
is the
maybe using Alejandra with somebody else, but I could have sworn I saw Alejandra and your sister in a picture once.
this is yes, but what happens is this is the way politics works. Remember that Alejandra and JJ de Leon were against Adela Garza, and now Adela Garza and Melissa are best buddies. So they're out there in their buddies, and that's great. So because they were enemies of Adela, I think that's one of the reasons why the relationship between Alejandra and my sister are probably no more. I think that's a
Yeah.
supposition. I don't know, but again, I'm going to support her 100%. As much as I can, as much as they let me to, I will be supporting my sister 100% in any race that she decides to run. More power to her, more power to her. Do you think Tony Martinez was the most corrupt mayor ever? Um, yes. In my
You're
lifetime,
like up there.
in my lifetime, yes. And the only reason I say that is because of Tenasca. Ahora, this is just one project, Sam. One project. And the audit clearly says that the mayor knew, and he kept information from the rest of the commission and the community. And again, the mayor is not out there to protect PUB or protect the vendors that made money off Tenasca. He's out there to protect our interests, the community, and he screwed us over. So yeah, pretty much up there. Do you think he influenced widespread runs from Brownsville? I don't think that influence is the right word. I think that he was at the head of it at one point, you know,
Yeah.
and after leaving the office, he sort of went down a couple of notches. Right
Was
now I
that
don't.
in trips to Colombia?
Yeah, yeah, the Columbia thing it's just crazy. I don't think that I don't think that he's part of the corrupt machine here in that sense. I don't think that he's part of the cartels or anything like that at all. I have no proof of such a thing. What I'm trying to say is that was he at the head of it at one point when he was mayor? Yeah, instead because they would go to the mayor. Now, not they don't give him the time of day anymore. They hate us because they ain't us. Yeah, I they do. They hate us because they ain't us. Again, I don't know. I don't know what people, what a lot of people expect. Again, are we going to be successful in this race? I feel very good. I feel good. I still think that Farley and Tim are going to pull from each other because you've got Carlos Elizondo here supporting Farley, up the butt, and you got the majority right now supporting Tim. So it's going to go like this, and as long as I can come in the middle like that, I think we're going to be golden. It's very simple. If my people come out to vote and they bring their friends, family out to vote, there's no way we can lose this race. Simple as that. It's just politics. And Augie, I like Augie. I don't think Augie takes from me. I think Augie takes from Tim and from Farley. You know, there was a rumor out there that Farley had thrown Tim into Augie into the race. That Carlos and them had gotten Augie into the race to take votes away from Tim. I don't think that happens. He might take some votes from Tim. I think he takes more votes from Farley. You know, especially now after all this
Yeah.
mess that happened. So as long as all those three pull against each other, I think I'm going to be okay. And at the end of the day, Sam, you know me. At the end of the day, if it doesn't happen, I'll be okay. You know, I'll continue
Yes.
to travel the world. I'll continue to, you know, try and buy property at the island. I mean, I'll continue to be okay. Will the community be okay? Good morning, She's. It's been a while. Just dropping in to see what's going on in Brownsville. Have a blessed day. You too, bro. Good to see you. I'm disappointed with Maggie, AOB, Nelda, and all those folks right now. Persistent with wanting to change the narrative when there's a video out there showing what actually happened. And again, look, guys, if if I would have, if I would have been the instigator, if I would have gone out there and tried to, punch him or something, I would have come out and apologized. I would have come out and apologized. The narrative that what they put out there, lying Nelda and lying Victor and lying Farley, what they put out there, it's not what happened. And the proof is in the video, you know. And Sam, I don't understand because their narrative came a day later, the next day on Friday, and Friday afternoon, that's when they posted a response. The video was up Thursday after the event. I put the video up. It was there. They've had to send this. They have had to see the video. Why are you going? This is what's crazy. Why are you going to write something that's not true when you already saw the video? It completely says something different from what you're writing. I mean, isn't that just stupid, Sam?
Yes, but I'm thinking that all this nonsense is really drawing away from like the real issues that BIG is dealing with.
Exactamente, Sam. But they're the ones that are doing it.
They did draw their own narrative type of deal. They did. I guess whatever they saw is what they wrote on the post. or what they're trying to push. But people were able to see the video.
But
Those
what happened, Sam? And this is what they made it worse, you know, because una cosa is that he lost it and he wanted to throw punches at me and threw nailed at me. That was one thing. If they would have let it alone, and I think Juan said this, they should have said nothing, you know. But when they come out the next day, Sam, and throw bull crap all over the place on their post, I mean, that just made it worse, don't you think?
just making the hole bigger.
Bigger and bigger. They should have stopped. Again, what I would have suggested, just apologize, you know, just apologize and say, man, I made a mistake. You don't have to apologize to me. Apologize to the community. You know, guys, you know, I want to apologize. It wasn't me that moment. Something, you know, I was on drugs, I was drinking, or he had just had a surgery sometime back. You know, I had a surgery, and you know, I felt weak. You know, and again, I had just gotten out of the hospital también. You know, weeks before, I felt kind of weak too. I'd been through a hard week. I'd been through PUB and all this other stuff. So again, you know, I understand. Just come out and tell the truth. But let me tell you,
that aggressive during closed sessions, defending the.
It's just interesting, you know. It's just interesting and unfortunate. Interesting and unfortunate, and you know, more power to them. More power to them as they made it worse. And then someone said, "Well, you're out there posting about it every day." I said, "No, I'm not. I mean, they're the ones that are trying to defend." And then they get Maggie and that Jess, which I think is one of Carlos's fake accounts, and they try to throw crap at me. And I go like, Maggie, don't you know anything about me? Don't you know that I feed on that? I mean, that's why I'm Erasmo Castro. You're just making me more infamous. You know, they don't get it. Did they not learn anything? It just makes me more popular. I'm okay with that.
Makes sense.
Yeah, and you know, and one thing that they put, and again, I shared with you my the debate that I had with Otis Powers, you know, and they said, "Well, that's what you said, that you like to get under people's skin." I said, "Yes, it's a debate. It's a forum. You know, it's not tiddlywinks. You know, we're not playing jacks. It's a political forum. It's like did no like with the Harris and Trump debate, Sam. She got under his skin. She did. She made him pop. That's what you're supposed to do in a debate in a forum, you know?
And he pops all the time.
But isn't it that what you're supposed to do? Because all she did, and I mean, it was brilliant. All she did was go like, you know, nobody goes to his rallies. They're so boring. And, you know, everyone leaves all of a sudden. She said that. Y ¡fum! Se calentó el Trump. And he lost it then, you know? Yeah. That's when he started to lose it. She had him. And again, that is what you do at debates and forums. And what's funny is all these people are praising Kamala Harris for doing that. Like, yeah, Kamala Harris. Yeah, you broke him. She did. You know, she broke him. She won the debate just by breaking the crap out of Donald Trump. That's the fact. I'm still voting for Trump, but she won that debate without a doubt, because that's what you do, Maggie, Jess, Caballero, La Nelda, Mentirosa, Farley. That's what you do. You do your best to get under the skin of your opponent and make them crack. It's politics. And I'm pretty good at it.
About like real issues that are like tough issues.
Yeah, but go back into Kamala's, the way she cracked him, Sam.
Yeah.
She cracked him on a non-issue. You know, she cracked him. That's what you do. You try to find that thing that is going to trigger the individual. That's what you do. Now, is that what I did to Victor Caballero? Maybe, but no, because all I said was, why did you put zeros on your report? Okay, he lost it. And I've been seeing it for a while. That guy needs mental health help. Someone needs to help that guy. That guy's going to break, Sam. And to his family and friends, when he loses this race, stay close to him. Very close to him. because he's going to have a mental breakdown like he's never had before. He will lose it. So when he loses this race, and he lost it for himself, when he loses this race, I hope his family and friends, they stay very close to him, because I think he's going to completely pop. I'm not a doctor or a psychologist, just pretend to be one. If Martinez was so corrupt, why is he not in jail? Why aren't all the others not in jail either? Why did it take 20 years to finally get El Chapo? 25 years to get El Chapo. Why did it take 12 years to get Sylvia Atkinson?
I'm not too sure if it falls into the same issues, but it's like one of the mayors used to say, it might be unethical, but it's not illegal.
Yeah. It's, it may be unethical, but it's not illegal. No, but they do a lot of legal crap, again, circumventing, taking the money of people. That's can't do that. I'm just surprised that nobody else, like our district attorney or their office or anybody else has gone after PUB, or Martinez for doing this. There's got to be something there, there's got to be something. The only one that has gone after PUB and been successful is Erasmo Castro.
Because everybody knows they're like a big monster when it comes to like corporate. Like they're gonna have like you mentioned, you have no lawyer. I'm pretty sure they have like a list of lawyers that will go out and fight for them any given day.
A buffet, and that again, I want to find out how much money we've spent on this lawsuit. So I've asked a friend, Susan, if she'd help me out with public information to find out how much was spent on just this case by PUB. And it's going to get even more ridiculous. Can you imagine if we go to appeal before, I don't know, before a jury, and they lose the appeal, Sam? What are they going to do? Take it all the way to Texas Supreme Court?
They'll go on to the next step, just for the 10,000, just to prove a point.
I mean, how far are they willing to take it? And have they prepared? What happens if they lose this campaign?
And this with the person not having a lawyer.
Pro se. And I had been to the casino that night before, and I was very well dressed, very well dressed. But again, when you speak truth, no matter what lies they throw at you, truth is still the truth. And everything that I said in that courtroom that morning was factual. I'm ready for round 2, baby. Bring it on. And again, if we're not successful,
a whole lot of battles.
Well, yeah. If we're not successful, Sam, we still kicked him in the nuts once.
Yeah.
And it's going to be again a big old Goliath with a small little David, because they got all the money in the world to play with. I don't. But I drive a Tesla. Yeah. What else? Anything else going on, Sam?
Not that I recall.
Yeah, thanks for coming on. We missed you.
I know it's been a while. I've been busy.
Doing what? You should have been on during right after the big old fight. That would have been funny. To get somebody else's perspective. Be interesting. I saw one of Maggie's posts. I'm done with it, Erasmo Castro. We're like done how? Like we're not in a relationship, chick. Again,
You're
done
like...
how? I mean, really. I voted for Trump twice. I'm voting for Kamala. So, are you ready for our first black female president? Yeah, bring it on. Again, I'm voting for Trump 2024. If Kamala wins, more power to her. First female president, first African American female president. Great. More power to the country. I think it'd be okay. I mean, I think the country's going to suffer. I think the country's going to suffer, but it is what it is, you know. Dios quita reyes y pone reyes. Whatever happens, I'll
I
be
don't
okay.
think people are for another 4 years of the same thing.
There's a genocide in Palestine. That it's been going on for thousands of years. Thousands of years. Nothing's changed. This isn't new, Sam.
Yeah,
All that crap in the Middle East, it's not new. Been going on for a while.
it's. I know that's never ending.
Never ending. I gotta go to the courthouse and drop this off. And round two, baby.
All right, man.
You have a great one. God bless. Guys,
Likewise.
thanks for coming on. See you tomorrow morning, 9 o'clock. Guys, be good to each other. God bless.
Bye.